Hey, what is going on YouTube? This is Robert, and like I said in yesterday's video, today we're going to be going over the Palace Winter 2022 range. So, yeah, I've been told that it's not actually like as long as people had expected or includes as many items, so hopefully it does have or hopefully they do have a couple of collaborations this season, but we'll obviously have to wait and see about that. But yeah, let's just get straight into this basically and go over it because it will probably be quite short in the end, or that's what I expect. So yeah.
Okay, so obviously we're just going to be getting straight into it basically, and here it is, like a ta-da moment I suppose. Now as per norm, like in typical things where I go through this at points in time because I'm sort of here and there with Palace, we're just going to pick out different pieces from each row, take a look at them, and then obviously people can say what pieces they like or dislike from the season, and yeah, that's just how it's going to go in the end. So obviously I want to look at the Parker from the first. I'll look at that as well. That doesn't really grab my eye. That does. I'm a sucker for varsities. We'll look at the Kevlar because they've got photos of it. That one and that one. So let's go the first two rows, or go with the first two rows first. And it seems like I need to bring this right down to take a look. So the fur can come off of it, or does it fold away underneath? Yeah, it must fold away underneath like some Supreme nups or nupsy, however you want to pronounce it, hoods do, where you can just roll it up and fold it in. So that's probably what it does, which is quite a cool idea. Get it out when you want it, basically. Probably the white colourway looks cleanest. Black colourway is simple, but I think that the white colourway has it in that. Pertex Frost Balaclava Puffer Blue, blue colourway. Yeah, a lot of brands are going with like these face masks or balaclavas being included within the pieces nowadays. And to be honest, I'm not a person who dislikes it. I think it's pretty decent, especially with the fact that you can take it off. Don't know how I feel about that colourway or that one. Yeah, no, black colourway is fine, but I think blue is probably the hit one overall. We've then got a work down jacket. Simple, colourways are clean at the end of the day. Varsity jacket, pieces that I typically like. White's clean. White's definitely clean. It's a clean colourway. Black with yellow, always nice. Yeah, clean varsity from them. This is the Kevlar piece that is on the front. I just wanted to look at the back of it, to be honest. Yeah, it just seemed like a different thing for them to do. We've then got the zip-off jacket. Sleeves come off so it goes into a vest or a gilet. Cordura as well. Yeah, it's simple and clean. And the Politech hoodie. Okay, so it's got the zip going down. Yeah, it's a cool idea. I like the Palace on the back as well. So yeah, right, let's see if anything else stands out. Cable knit. I might just go through all of it and just see. Rodeo. Why'd I say that in such a weird way? Cordura. Big Ben, because I'm British, so I have to. Okay, so now I've picked out a wide variety. We're just going to briefly go through them and take a look. So we've got the patchwork piece. I think the original colourway for it is the one that I prefer, but I think more so for winter time, this colourway is really clean. So yeah, we've got the hockey jersey. I just wanted to look at because hockey jerseys are becoming more so of a frequent thing with brands nowadays, or like a more so solidified place. So I just thought, just open it up and look. The rodeo, I just want to see the back of it. Yeah, that's cool. I just wanted to see it in general. We've got the Ducks jean, which I saw someone mention, which is why I just want to open it up and take a look. The white colourway is fine, but I think that the black colourway just looks the coolest with it, with the navy blue to the P just standing out a little bit. So yeah, this is something that interests me because a friend of mine and myself love green. Or green tones, olive tones, just all things like that. So this really stood out as like a buy me type of thing. So yeah, it is nice. See, but then there's grey as well and black. But olive just seems to be the one. It just looks really, it's just clean. Yeah, so I might be tempted. I might be. I don't know. I've never really spent like 118 to like 138 pounds on a pair of cargos or like jeans before. So we'll have to see. We've then got the Politech double zip piece as well. Obviously Cordura as well. Olive. Black colourway's clean, but olive. There's just something about olive. See, it's in the joggers as well, which this might be the one that gets me instead of the cargos. Yeah, they might get me. They might get me. I just wanted to look at the cute piece. I'm not really a fan of zip-up hoodies, but I just thought it's a nice back graphic to it. It works a bit better in the grey and the black, but yeah, I just wanted to take a look at it. Big Ben. Yeah, I mean, it all green. It's simple and nice. At the end of the day, it's a different thing for them to do, and obviously it's quite like a self-explanatory piece for Palace in the end, so yeah. We then have the Swirl Triferg. Okay, a different take on it. I like that. That's a cool idea. Sort of like when Supreme did the Spitfire swirl piece, but yeah, I do like that idea to it. So yeah, this stood out for a crew neck. It just gave me like that collegiate type of look, and yeah, in grey especially. Green again, stop Palace, you gotta stop with the green colourways. But definitely in the grey colourway, it just popped for me when I was scrolling through and looking. Now, this piece stands out in the beanie and this t-shirt for one of two reasons. The first being, I thought, oh, that looks cool. You know, the placement's very different for Palace. They don't typically put things below. But secondly is because Supreme have a font or a style that is extremely similar to this, which is why it stood out to me, because it looks so much like Supreme's one. And I can't remember whether Supreme called theirs Fast or something along the lines of that, to do with the sort of speed or movement. But yeah, that's why it stood out to me. The Ducky one stood out for obvious reasons. That's a cool pink colourway. Green Palace, stop with the greens. But the grey is probably a nice tone as well, and so is black. I just thought it was a cool little thing to look at. But yeah. Okay, they just got me, didn't they? The AOK tee, getting me in every colour. Green is good, pink's cool. Yeah, that's a different tee, it's quite cool. The big zoot, okay, so it's Bigfoot, but yeah, holding a Palace bag in that, yeah, okay, that's quite funny. Green again. It's just one of those tones that just always gets me. We then have the Aardvark tee. Obviously, it's an animal in the end. If you don't know what it is, go and look it up. Some of them can look quite cute in the end, but yeah. They're going to have that as a tee, green colourway again. Anything that's like this Palace green, because Palace really know how to pick like that strong woodland, like forest green tone. Anything like that just gets me. So yeah, this looked so close to like the Calvin Klein, I just had to take a look at it. But it's the Palace London monogram. It looks really cool, to be honest. It looks like a really clean hat, to be honest. I said to be honest too many times, but in blue I'd possibly be tempted to get that from them. We then have the Peace statue. I just thought it stood out as a bit of a different one from them. I like the embroidery on it. The duck denim bucket just stood out to me because the duck sort of piece in general has become like a staple for them, and sort of strong piece in the end, because across the board quite a few of them do end up going down quite well, and at some points in time do resell. So yeah, for me, I just think it's just a nice thing for them to keep bringing back and keeping sort of simple, not putting it on like 15 things, but only like 3 or 4 every sort of winter season or every other season type of thing, or range in the end. But yeah, the ducky hat stood out. A couple of hats like this from Palace just for some reason go up in price. So this one just for me just stood out. I don't know whether yellow or the navy would be best, but it'd probably be like yellow in the end. So yeah, Kevlar hat, same sort of thing. It just stood out and I just wanted to take a look at it, to be honest. I'm not a fan of the clicking at the back. That's not me when it comes to a hat, but yeah. The ear flapper, I just wanted to take a look at yet again. Do they have a black colourway? They don't. This is called black colourway, but it's just, yeah. Maybe I'd be tempted. Maybe. You never know. Balaclava. Yeah, I mean, it's simple. We then have the Peace statue beanie. Same as the hat. I think that it might translate a bit better onto the beanie, which, yeah, it does look like it does do that. This is also the sort of quote that they've used for a few seasons now. It's on my duck sweater, which is the road of excess leads to the palace of wisdom. But yeah, they're just bringing it back on a couple of pieces, which is cool to see. I wish that they had just done it in a different way on the sweater, because it's still so uncomfortable, but anyway, doesn't matter. We then have the Fast beanie. Like I said, I just wanted to take a look at it. Black colourway, it really works well with. So yeah, the gas scarf, It's cool. Hopefully it's actually a long scarf, because one of the scarves that I bought from Supreme, I don't know whether I still have or not, but it's really short. It's really short. You can't even like throw it over like one side. It's basically just pain. So yeah. We then have the rugby ball. I just want to take a look at it because my granddad used to play rugby. So yeah, I just thought I'd take a look at something in relation to that. The umbrella I obviously picked out because it's an umbrella. I have a couple of Supreme umbrellas, but they're not like standard black colorways, whereas this is, so I think this would be quite cool to get. And it has the different addresses for each Palace store on like the panels, so yeah, I just thought that was a cool little piece to it. We then have the sticker pack, quite simple. It's not as crazy as some of the prior ones, but it's okay, so yeah, maybe I will, maybe I won't get it. It depends what drops for week 1. And then we just have these skateboards to go through. So let's see what theme they've gone for this season, because we've obviously had like the rocks with the faces and then like sort of faces, and this time it seems like animals. No, a face is on this one. Okay, they're completely different than this time. They've almost had a theme before, but this time it's not. Okay, so we've got a flag. There is the animal again, yeah. Sort of like a flag, but it's in a reversed like colour tone. Same thing as the other thing, but just a reversed tone. We then have a taxi, as far as I can see on there, or as far as I can guess, or just a car in general. I'm trying to see what it is, but I can barely tell. We've got the aardvark. Yeah, that's a cool one. That's a better colourway, I think, overall. We've then got one of the pieces from the sticker pack, which is like refreshing, or a refreshment in the end. I like the scene to it, it looks quite cool. We've then got a different one with a beach and water, which is cool as well. And we're back to the front, I believe, yeah? Yeah, we're back to the front. Bit different on the skateboard side, but yeah. So those were the pieces that I picked out from this winter range. Obviously, I'll go through more in depth and just look at it myself to see a large majority of the others, because I can't really cover everything in one, because it'd take me a bit too long. But yeah, there are obviously a couple of other things coming back, like we're getting these slip mats back, which I know, if I move this up, there we go. I know I saw a couple of people happy about, I saw them comment on it. But yeah, there are a couple of other things as well, some Vans, some different beanies and hats and things, and just stuff that I didn't really go over in the end. But yeah, you can always go and look at it yourself, obviously, on the Palace website. But as per norm, to look at the drop or to see the drop list for week 1, I always recommend Max merch in the end. So just go onto Instagram and yeah, you can find him and look at details for that. But that's going to cover it from me. So as per norm, thank you for watching. Let me know what your favourite piece or pieces are from this winter range. And yeah, I hope that you have a good rest of your day, and I'll see you all next time. Peace.